Or was Ariel so popular because there are generations of people who want to be mermaids, who are fascinated by mermaids? Hey everybody, welcome back to my world where no matter how old you get, you never need to grow up. And yeah, I've been gone for a while. We've talked about that kind of a lot, so I'm not gonna like, oh, my life, drama. But I am gonna fix my camera a little bit. Oh, there we go. Because I'm kind of slouching a little bit today. Anyway, before we get started with the video up above, I just wanted to ask, are any of you Star Trek fans, and are any of you watching the final season of Picard? Because like, I feel like I don't know why I would do it on my mental health channel, but why not? I mean, there's a lot to unpack there from a mental health perspective, you know, and Let's Get Better Together is really just me talking about stuff, you know, there's just so much going on there, and I'm you know, loving listening to the podcast and everybody unpacking everything, and there's just so much I'm thinking about nostalgia and, you know, how much I love that our childhoods, you know, in I guess like, you know, Gen X, millennials, and then, you know, Gen Y and Gen Z. I guess Gen Y are the millennials, aren't they? Gen Z and now Gen Alpha. Like everybody's finally embracing the beauty and the importance of nostalgia, of childhood heroes, and revisiting them as adults and looking at them from a different lens, but still maintaining the wonder. And so, you know, I've been doing a lot of that lately. I've been watching a lot of, you know, shows that were big faves of mine when I was younger, and, you know, younger could be, it could have been like 40s, you know? When I was in my 40s, I loved this show, which I just started rewatching Stitchers. Did anybody ever watch Stitchers? And I just started rewatching it yesterday, and I got all happy, and I remembered how I used to watch it commuting to work on the train. I used to watch it on my iPhone. So what does that have to do with the title of this? Disney princess dolls and Disney princesses in general. We've seen so much change in them over the years. And as we started a whole thing on Disney princesses in July, and then I got distracted by the Disney Ely dolls. Then we had some Monster High dolls. Then we had the whole My Life Blew Up thing. And in the meantime, hey Mattel, thank you. Oh gosh, it's so heavy. I would like to say a huge thank you, this box is heavy, to Mattel for sending me this Disney princess. And I want you to look very hard at this box. This is a Disney princess and Disney Frozen PR package. And it's actually, it has two, the box opens, because Caden pointed this out to me. It's like, well, they're really hammering home that there's a division, because the box opens in two pieces. Right now I can't see it. Look, the Disney Princess side opens, and it's like, what was the choice to do this to the lid? And what does all of that mean? Like, why? You know, we sat down looking at the box, and Caden was like, but why so divided? Why such a clear division between the two? Why are we so adamant that this is a different thing? Why is Frozen different? What's the purpose for that? And I'm assuming that comes from Disney, all new dolls. I mean, it's not, you know, I mean, Mattel can only do what, it says all new dolls in there too. Mattel can only do, you know, what Disney okays. So, you know, and it's been like this. It was when, you know, when Hasbro had the line, there's always been this division. And I would love for you to share your theories, your fan theories in the comments down below about, I'm sorry, I have a bunch of dolls over here on the corner of the table that I'm trying not to knock over, and I'm absolutely gonna knock all of them onto the floor. You will hear the clattering, and you can all go, hashtag, so professional. Yeah, like why? Why do you think that there is this need to, I mean, we shove everybody into the Disney princess line, right? Like, we've got, Raya is a Disney princess now, right? And it's kind of like, well, I mean, she wasn't technically a princess, I guess. I mean, maybe she was. I don't know. Didn't really watch the movie, but she's firmly in the Disney princess line. But Frozen is its own thing. Was it because it was so big, or is there something so different about that story? I don't know. Share your theories down below. So, you know, I jumped all over, like these dolls were available for sale January 1st, and I was like, boom, right? My So now they are widely available all over your Targets, Walmarts, your Walgreens, you know, Amazon, everywhere. You can get your hands on these dolls. And again, huge thank you to Mattel for sending me this box of dolls for free. I probably have the dolls that are in here already, so these will go find really good homes at our local women's and family shelters, but even the card, the insert, there's 2 of them. And interesting, the princess that they chose to highlight on the back. And then we've got on the front, and then of course, you know, we've got just our frozen ladies here. So I find it interesting. So let's start with the Frozen side. They've got, you know, Mattel does so love the shredded paper. And so let's see which, oh my gosh, I think it's all the dolls. So we've got the 2 different versions of Elsa, and we've seen these. We did a review on these 2 dolls, and I really kind of really lean towards the Frozen 2 Elsa, and that means that I probably did get a original Frozen Anna, because remember Anna, yep, I did, because I screwed up and I bought 2 of the Frozen 2. Yay, I finally have a Mattel V1. There we go. And you know, looking at these now, honestly, there's just, when I look at these 2 dolls, I feel like the one from Frozen 1 over here versus Frozen 2, I mean, it's the same facial sculpt and everything, but I feel like maybe it's because of the pigtail braids and the more princessy outfit, and then she's got more of kind of like a badass outfit on the other one, that, you know, this is a more innocent Anna. And this is a more like, I've seen some things. I've seen things, Anna. And I think that's interesting. And so that's on that side. Now let me move this. I mean, there's even a divider inside the box. There's a cardboard divider, like, they shall not mix. We're segregating. Hey, don't do that. That's my mom does the so we have, of course, the amazing Tiana. Have we heard yet that we're gonna get a live action Tiana? I guess they're trying to figure out how to do the whole frog situation. I mean, you could do it with mocap, but I don't know, it'd be a strange movie. But I mean, we've done everything else. We're gonna do Moana, and I find it really fascinating that the Rock was like, oh, you're doing live, we're gonna do a live action Moana, and I'm gonna get to play, you know. And we've got our Cinderella. And we've got Ariel, and I did not open the Ariels yet because I have quite a few Ariels. And my girl, Belle, we get along so well because we both like to read so much. And who else did they put in here? And we got Pocahontas. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We got a Moana. I don't think I got Moana. I don't think Moana was available. Was she? I'm so confused. It was so long ago. So let me hang on to this. And, oh yeah, and I definitely have this one. This is, yeah, I do. It's the Rapunzel, and it's the hair play. Fairy tale hair Rapunzel. So this is great for kids who like to, you know, kids and adults who like to play with doll hair. You get all kinds of clips, and I think there's a color change component because I see a little sponge in here. So yeah, it looks like she can get pink or purple streaks in her hair. Ooh, there you go. Oh, sorry, glare. Well, that's kind of cool. That is very cool. Thank you so much, Mattel. And today we're going to take a look at the ones that I did not open in my previous video. Okay. So I have, oh yeah, I do have Moana. Okay, so I can donate the other Moana. And I didn't do Tiana. Wait, come back, Tiana, come back, because I didn't do you yet, girl. I have a whole bunch, so I probably need to do 2 videos. But I do want to talk about live action adaptations. So why don't we open Moana and some Ariels? And there's actually another Ariel. There are 2 Ariels in this release. This one, I think she's like considered budget Ariel. And then this one is color splash Ariel. So we've got Ariel with and without legs, essentially. And then we've got Moana. So we will start with, let's start with opening Moana, but first I have to have a sip of tea because it is the perfect temperature. And all week I've been missing that moment. It's either been too hot, and then by the time I go back, it's like, it's okay, but it's not perfection. So my thoughts on the whole live action Disney movies has not been favorable. And so whenever I hear that they're gonna do another one, I'm like, But, I mean, you know, watching the Academy Awards and seeing the, you know, the trailer, you know, the real trailer for the new Ariel live action movie, I mean, I was really excited. I feel like Disney really understood the importance of Ariel to the world of Disney, to the Disney princess line. And I feel like they understood that they couldn't screw it up. And, you know, I mean, I love, her name is Hallie, right? Because I keep wanting to, because her name, I always want to, like, I think of the wrong Hallie. So, I think she's perfect. I think she's beautiful. Her voice, oh gosh, I cannot wait to hear. Melissa McCarthy is Ursula. And it's interesting because Ariel is not one of my favorite Disney princesses and not one of my favorite Disney princess movies. And I don't know if it's an aged thing, but I don't think it is because, like, I love Belle and she's after, I don't know. Anyway, so I have really high hopes about that. And I'm a little torn about the Moana news. So this is Moana, her crown. I love that she has her crown and it is removable. And I think the way it's designed that it could go back on her head pretty, it fits. Like, I think it'll fit. I need to put the whole thing over her head, actually. Her hair, she's got kind of textured hair. I mean, it's a little knotted, but I think, you know, I think kids will feel that it represents Moana, and that's good. She's got her, and on all of these dolls, you remember the top parts are plastic molded on clothes, and then the bottoms, they have printed skirts that do come off with Velcro, and she has like skin colored underwear on. And, you know, I think I like the screening. Would I have liked it more if this were a real sash? If the grass skirt was actually more grass skirt-like instead of, but I do like that they took the effort to do the cuts to make it fringy. You know, would that have been great? Yeah, but I also know at the price point that they're aiming at for the core line dolls that wasn't doable. And I think, you know, I think it's good looking. I like it. I think it's cool. And of course, no shoes because Moana's feet are Moana's feet. And I think they did a pretty good job on her. I do. I'm trying to get an angle where are her eyes like a little bit not lined up. Maybe that's why I'm getting the weird glare. Yeah, I mean, they look okay. I mean, I would love to see what they're going to do in terms of more, not necessarily collector level dolls, because we get those from Disney, and we do get those, but, you know, something somewhere between this price point and maybe like a $35 price point, what we would get for kids to play with and adults to collect if we had just a little bit more budget towards it. But I think as the first outing, you know, I do like these faces better than what Hasbro did. I know Hasbro was trying to do a thing, and I get where they were going with it, but it didn't quite land for me. And I do like these faces better, although I know some people are like, they're too Barbie, you know? So now let's talk about Ariel. So this is our girl, the way most people remember her to be. I'm going to open this one first, and then we're going to take a look at this one and how this whole thing is supposed to work. Oh, I need hot water. Oh, okay. I'm going to need water. We'll get that in a minute. I could just, you know, dip her in my tea, but that would be gross. So Ariel, I wonder sometimes if there are generations of people who want to be mermaids because of Ariel, or was Ariel so popular because there are generations of people who want to be mermaids, who are fascinated by mermaids? And I was going to mermaid culture. I guess mermaid culture is a word. And why do I think that is? Because it's not something I've ever aspired to be or be part of. Like, I've never wanted to be a mermaid. I've wanted to be an alien. Never really wanted to be a princess. I've wanted to be a librarian though, so I think that's probably why I like Belle. But, you know, just curious, what do you think? Chicken and egg, kind of? Look at how you need a haircut again. That's the problem with having short hair, is like you have like 2 weeks where you're like, my hair looks good. I think I just flipped a kajinker into my tea. Oh well, it'll sink to the bottom. Yeah, you get that 2 weeks and then you're like, I gotta cut again. So this is Ariel. Her hair, my camera kind of pumps up, like it boosts the color a little bit, makes it look a little more electric than it is. But I will tell you, in person, this is some red hair. That is red. That is a deep, deep, deep red color. I think kids will really like it. There's a lot of hair, so there's, you know, they can play with it. They could try to braid it. They can do things with it. And this version of the doll, this is, I'm assuming, if we're gonna go by the movie, okay, and where we are at in the movie, she couldn't talk yet. She could not speak and have legs at the same time, but we eventually fixed that. The top, the bodice is plastic. But I dig how they did these sort of clear, sparkly pieces over, and you can really kind of see it here. And then you see underneath the plastic body molding, and then this is like a cap that goes over it. It's not removable. But they did, you know, this could have been plain back here, and it's not. I mean, that's pretty fancy. Fancy, fancy. And then the skirts, and it's funny because Moana doesn't have underwear, but the other girls had underwear. Interesting. Interesting. And then the pattern on the skirt. I have liked the patterning. The fabric is not quite as papery as what we had on the Hasbro line. It's a thicker, more substantial fabric on the skirts, and I really like that. And it just gives it the ability to look, you know, a little more gowny, a little more fabric-y, and you get this nice sparkle. And when you're playing with the doll, it doesn't feel like you're playing with a doll in like a newspaper. They are a little stiff, but it's nice. I mean, it feels good. And then she's got these really cool purple shoes. Look at her. Look at that, almost with like the Nautilus heel. Nice touch. Pearls and a Nautilus heel. Nicely done. Well played, Mattel. And she's got that Barbie smile. But she kind of does look like, you know, Ariel always, to me, I just feel like she's always had like just like this big smile, you know? She's just so happy to be here. And then I am going to get this Ariel out of the box and go get some hot water. And I will be right back and we will take a look at what goes on here. I didn't realize she was a color change. That's exciting. Be right back. And we're back, and Ariel is out of the box. Ah! So the way she's packaged in the box, she does her beautiful tail. I mean, this tail is massive, is packaged kind of underneath her. And it is a substantial tail, folks. This is some serious, and I like that it's like a flexible rubbery plastic. So I think from a play value, that's pretty cool. So it's not like a super hard plastic. I really like that. Now let me make sure I put it in going in the right direction. I guess this is the front. So let's see. So she's got this. I've done enough color reveals that I should know how that works. Snap. Okay. And there she is with her. So that makes her a really, I mean, look at that. That is a lot of doll. That is a whole lot of Ariel there. I mean, her tail almost seems a little extra, but that's okay because kids like extra. So she comes with that, and she also comes with this spongy brush thing because there is this color change component to her, at least her tail, and we'll see what else. It also looks like, so her hair, gotta say, out of the box, her hair, now this is one that I bought for myself, right? This isn't, they didn't send me this, did they? No. So this is a me, it's not a Mattel. Doesn't matter, would say it either way. Her hair is like, it is that incredible bright red color that my camera is just like, about. It is very gelled. To get these curls. So, I mean, like, this is what it looks like out of the box. And then I'm sure that some, you know, just, you know, you just play with it. Not mean, just play with it, kids. I know it's interesting because the Doll Daddy is a doll reviewer that I dig. Dig him, dig his Instagram. I dig his, you know, his honesty. And, you know, I mean, he's got like a really acerbic wit that I really like. It's like, I don't have, it's not my personality, but I really love people who that's their personality. So I really dig him. Anyway, he had this post on his Instagram at some point this week about that when people use the excuse for like low quality or crappy quality, and they're like, but it's for kids. And I know I've said that, but he makes a good point. You know, kids deserve nice things too. And I think there is a fine line between, you know, there's like collector quality, and then there's acceptable quality for kids. Like, kids shouldn't get crap. They do deserve nice things. But I wouldn't consider this hair to not be a nice thing. I think I just sat here with my fingers and just sort of, you know, and that is something that I have always enjoyed doing my entire life. I get it. Give me a doll with gelled hair and I'm like, I'll fix you. I can fix you, girl. So it doesn't bother me that much. And now that I've done it, you know, because of the gel, the curls are really, really nice. Now, sometimes, unfortunately, sometimes the presence of that much gel, depending on the type of hair, when you do start to play with the hair, finger comb it, or actually take a comb to it, you get poof. That ticks me off. But I think this is acceptable amounts of gel, because then we get pretty. Look at her hair. It's actually really pretty. Interesting note, this Ariel, because she is a color changing doll, she has, her tail is in the way here. She has little streaks of purple. And, you know, one of you've probably noticed a lot in dolls that you're seeing for like the last 10 years or so. Maybe less. I don't know. Time moves strangely for you once you get old. Everything seems like yesterday and 50 years ago. That they do a lot of colored streaks in dolls' hair nowadays. And the reason for that is because focus groups of kids show that they really like that. And that's something that I always kind of dig it when I see like a kid, you know, like in that sort of tween years, and, you know, and their parents let them get the colored streak in their hair, and it looks really, really cool. And I always feel like that's a really cool thing to do for your kid, to let them express themselves. Like, look, you know what, you're 11. Are we going to dye your whole head blue? I'm feeling like no. But can we do like a streak in the front? I'm good with that. So here she is. She's got this pretty kind of tropical floral thing going on. She's got a little peplum thing with her little shell belt. It's very cute. And she does bend at the waist. You know, she's not, it's like I always wanted the mermaids dolls to have more, but I mean, you can totally, you can, and then you've got the flexibility of you can do it. Kids know how to do this. So now let's find out how this color change thing works. Could not find a small glass, so I grabbed one of my favorite mugs. There you go. If it requires pants or a bra, it isn't happening today. I am wearing both pants and a bra, because this is happening. All right, what did I do with the special sponge jobby thing? Was anybody paying attention? Wait, oh, here it is. It's under the scissors. Okay. So here is the sponge jobby. That's what I'm calling it. She is sponge-worthy. And I am going to, you know, this is a water toy, parents, in terms of that you have to dip a sponge in warm water. Okay, let me stick that in there. And let's see what happens. Ooh, okay. So this is kind of cute, because if this became your bath time Ariel doll, which don't most kids have a bath time? I know my son had a bath time Ariel doll. That, you know, you stick her in the warm water and all, and then when you take her out and everybody's getting all dried off for the night, and it's a little chilly in here, so it is going back. Oh, I like the way it's doing the edges first. Oh, I kind of like that. That, you know, it goes dark purple again. It's like, oh, Ariel's all dried off. Yeah. There we go. Now, does her hair do anything? Let me check. I don't know if her hair is supposed to do anything. I don't think so. I don't think I'm doing anything but wetting her hair. I think I just really wet it. I just made it get wet. It doesn't do anything. So I think it's just the tail portion. But I think that's cute. And like I said, you know, you gotta love those bath time Ariel dolls because those are always fun. Whee! Let's do it again because that was fun. I'm a sucker for a color change. There we go. Oh, that's fun. That is really fun. Wait, it didn't change as much as I wanted it to. I guess my water's getting cold. There we go. Now we're talking. Okay. Sorry, my water's getting cold already because it's a little chilly down here. There, now we're talking. And I'm dripping water all over the table because I didn't get a towel. Oh. Do as I say, not as I do. Parents, have a towel ready when you're playing with this. So I would like to again thank Mattel for sending me this cool box of Disney Princess and Frozen dolls because they are not the same family. What are they, like cousins, distant relatives, different clans? Someone please explain to me why we have to make them so segregated. Inquiring minds want to know. Thank you all for watching. I really do love you so much, and I hope everybody stays well, and I will put links down below to where you can find your very own Disney Princess and Frozen dolls. Thanks again for watching. Love you. Bye!